All right, everyone, thank you for joining us. You got a question for Coach Chip Kelly, please go ahead and use the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen. We will get started now. Ben, go ahead.
Chip, can you talk about the 2-point conversion decision to go for it and why you decided to go with the run play there?
We were running out of players. You know, we had I think in the first overtime, Kobe Fitzgerald, walk-on linebacker for us, made a heck of a play on second down. You know, obviously we were down Bo to start the game, and then lost Dorian, lost Sam Marazzo, lost Q Knight. We're just running out of some guys. So I didn't know how much longer we could continue to go. So we're going to take a shot, you know, from the 3, and we threw it on the first one, and then there was obviously a penalty holding. You know, so we had to replay it. So kind of went to there. We just went to our second 2-point play. So we went with our first 2-point play, and obviously there was offsetting penalties on it. So we went to our second 2-point play, and that's, you know, we practiced that in terms of where we are. And so I didn't have a great look at where Britt was, and looked like he was on top of the pile, but you know, we came up short.
Tracy, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. What happened on that exchange that caused the fumble? Was Chase Griffin supposed to pull that back?
I didn't get a clean look at it. I just saw it was out. I don't know if he got the snap clean itself, but it didn't look. I'll have to see the film to see anything, but I couldn't tell you from where I was, Tracy, to exactly what happened.
James Williams.
Yeah, can you tell us the status of Dorian? How is he doing? And Chase Griffin's effort tonight?
He was on the sideline with us, you know, for the second half. I was just told he was out, but Dorian was there supporting his team, and you know, I saw him, but they haven't given me anything except that he was out.
Mike Regalado.
Hey, Coach. You know, some progress this season, but still end up with 3 consecutive losing seasons in a row. You know, what can you say to the UCLA faithful that this program is going in the right direction?
Well, I think you look at how hard our players played. You know, you lost the game by 1, you lost the game by 3, you lost the game by 5, you lost the game by 6. You know, there's great effort and great attitude. They can be proud of these young men. I think they gave everything. You know, you're down 20-3 at halftime, and they rally. Get Davis Mills to turn the ball over, which he hadn't done at all. Did a great job, you know, of really rectifying what was not a very pretty first half, and then came back and rallied in the second half. So they can be proud of these young men in this program.
Rashawn Haylock.
Hey, Coach. It was an all-black officiating crew tonight for the first time in Pac-12 history. What was it like being a part of that? And then also your thoughts on Martin sticking up for you after that report that the school may be looking for another coach.
Yeah, on the first one, you know, I thought Mike and his group. Mike's been around the league for a long time, and you know, it was cool that those guys could do that for this game. And you know, Mike's one of the top officials I've been around. All those guys, you know, they were great. They communicated really well with us. And, that part was cool. And then Martin is, you know, Martin obviously, you know, called me Thursday and said whatever was written out, I don't pay attention to that, but that wasn't true, and that was it.
Joe Reedy.
Chip, could you speak on how Chase did during the second half and overtime, along with that TD pass on 4th down there?
Yeah, you know, he made some really big plays. You know, obviously to come in that situation, especially, you know, you got to replace Dorian, but we're down. You know, we're down 17 at the half, and we got to rally. I thought he did a great job. You know, he was on the money with his throws and kept some things alive with his feet, which we know he can do. But I thought he played really well.
All right, 2 more questions for Coach here. Tracy Pearson, go ahead.
Hey, like you said, you were down in the first half. It seemed like the team came out pretty flat. Why do you think that is? And do you think it's too tough to play a regular season game, just too tough mentally after the USC game?
No. You know, one thing about this program, we don't make excuses or let others make excuses for us, you know, and there's 2 halves to football. So, you know, they rallied. You know, we had to come together as a group, you know, because we lost some guys. You know, when you lose Sam and you lose Dorian while the game's going on and Q night, and then not having Bo available to start the game. But you know, again, everybody else deals with injuries in this league, and no one feels sorry for you. So we're not feeling sorry for ourselves. You know, I thought we moved the ball well in the first half, but we had a couple key penalties that just put us way behind the sticks. You know, as we're moving the ball down the field, and then all of a sudden we got a hold. You know, Ethan Fernea scores, and they call a hold. So we back up, you know, but we felt like we felt like we could move the football, and I think we realized that in the second half, you know, and Britt started getting going and started running a little bit there. So, you know, that's just the nature of it. You got to play sometimes a whole 60 minutes or even longer, like we had to play tonight. So.
Final question here for Coach Ben. Go ahead.
What's the plan going forward? Do you expect guys to be back on campus in January and have spring football, or what are your plans going
Yeah,
forward?
we'll be back in January for training. You know, obviously there's testing protocols and everything that we have to go through, and we have a detailed plan that will take us to the summer. So, you know, but we also have to be able to be flexible with those plans, just because as the numbers continue to, it seems like the numbers continue to increase. You know, do they put any new restrictions in place? But our plan is right now that we'll be back in the winter term, and our guys will get back with our strength and conditioning coaches, and you know, start our off-season program with Frank Wintrick and his group, and then we'll see. But I think we got to be really flexible, because there's a lot of problems with COVID. You know, I know there's a vaccine, but I don't know when that's going to get to the regular people. So if we get shut down, then we have to plan accordingly. So, but our administration has been fantastic in dealing with all of that. So, you know, we'll see. But we do plan on coming back when the term starts, and then we'll go from there.
All right, that'll do it for you, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we got quarterback Chase Griffin. You have questions for Chase, please go ahead and use the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen. Ben, go ahead.
Chase, obviously a tough way to lose there. You guys came back and showed a lot of fortitude, and then to lose it like that, how tough was that? What was it like being out there at the end of that game?
I mean, right now, all I feel is proud of my team and the way they worked. There's definitely some plays that I want back for myself, but as far as my teammates, the way they went out there, competed every play, they competed in a way to win, and I'm very proud of my team.
Mike Regalado.
After DTR went down, you guys came out after halftime. You know, did you guys say anything? Was there any big changes to the plan? What helped that rally to come back from 17 points down?
I would say the plan is always to win the game, and we executed on that the second half to a point. But you know, at the end of the day, it's about getting the win. We don't really focus on little things here and there. We kept the mindset, and we fought really from the start to the end.
Rashawn.
Chase, you're someone who's spoken up on equality and things of that nature in your time here. What was it like being a part of history tonight with the first all-Black officiating crew during your game?
I think that's really a special moment for just the conference and UCLA overall. I think if it's going to be with any institution, UCLA had to be involved in that because of the Black history we have.
Ben, go ahead.
You completed that 4th and 18 touchdown pass to Kyle. Can you take us through that play and kind of how you were able to do that?
So on that play, I just wanted to hold the safety, and I worked to my field. All 4 receivers really did a great job of getting open, and up front, they gave me a little escape hatch to get out and scramble, and Kyle did a great job of getting past the defender and made a spectacular catch.
Tracy.
Hey, Chase, on that fumble, was the plan for you to pull that back? How did that happen?
No, that play is all on me. I'll take responsibility.
A couple final questions here for Chase. Ben, go ahead.
How do you kind of feel, how do you characterize the kind of trajectory of the program? A lot of good football, but ultimately 2 tough losses to end the season and a 3-4 record.
I think the trajectory of the program is to be a winning program. That's our mindset every day. That's how we fight. Days like this hurt. Days like last week hurt, but it's supposed to hurt because we're not playing to lose. We're playing to win. And every day we're going to be focused on winning this offseason.
All right, final question for Chase. Joe Reedy.
Chase, what was Dorian saying to you on the sideline during the second half? Because it seemed like he was still pretty in the game.
He was definitely involved, and I really appreciated him. He had some good notes. Anytime that you're on the sideline as a quarterback, you have to be eyes, and that just doesn't go for me and him. But we have a fine quarterback room, and they do a great job every game of having eyes for the starter.
All right, thanks so much for your time, Chase.
Thank y'all. God bless.
Last up tonight, I believe we'll have Mo Osling. If you have questions for Mo, go ahead and use the raise hand function.
All right, brother. Love you.
Mike, go ahead.
Tough loss, but you guys definitely came, rallied a comeback, and 3 interceptions. What did you see on your interception, and what can you say about the defense? Holding off Stanford as long as you could.
I think the defense played great tonight, starting from the line to the linebackers to the DBs. We came up with 3 turnovers, so it's like an amazing accomplishment. Just like I think we did it in 1 quarter, so it was amazing. And on my interception, I was playing zone, so I had zone eyes, and I just seen the ball in the air and I just attacked it. So
Ben, go ahead.
You guys were down 20-3 at halftime. How did you avoid crumbling at that point and sticking with things?
This group of guys, we always fight to the end, so we don't give up. These guys, they fight hard throughout the week, so I feel like when the game time comes, it's much easier, so we never look at the scoreboard. We just keep going out there and competing.
Joe Reedy.
Mo, were they doing anything different on those final drives when they were down 34-20, or did they just stick back to what they were doing in the first half?
They kind of just stuck to their game plan. They ran the ball, threw the ball. So pretty much the same stuff they've been doing the whole game.
Tracy, go ahead.
Hey, their receiver, Simi Fehoko, had 16 catches and 230 yards, and he looked pretty unstoppable there in the second half. Was there any consideration to double team him, to bracket him, or do anything different with him?
Nah, we just stuck to our game plan. Sometimes guys can catch ball, that's part of football. So we just kept playing, 1 down at a time.
Any final questions here for Mo tonight? All right, that'll do it. Thank you, Mo, for your time.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
All right, everyone, thank you for your time. That will conclude tonight's media availability.